Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense will take the first swing of the game. Alabama had little trouble the last time they saw the Tigers blowing out Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
Alabama made a statement. They did it from the very opening whistle. They completely dominated the Tigers in all three facets of the game.
And the Tigers fans heard about it all year long. You know Bama loves to beat down Auburn in the Iron Bowl and brag about it for a year. Let's see how the Tigers respond.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Chavez. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Wants to fire on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Tigers are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. We've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now.
Turning it on. Got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ford. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got it behind the line. It's Ivory. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
Fellas, wanted to keep you informed on the battle for the Peach State between Georgia and Georgia Tech. Georgia somehow, some way, found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Going to be interesting to see.
He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Just one of those mistakes. It can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being in Bryant Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just...
Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Alabama will get the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it
defense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Sam Houston. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. Still running at the 40. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Grab behind the line. It's Ivory. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. One final play before the end of the quarter. Handoff from the gun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
The defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
He's got an open man. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The pull and throw off the RPO. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Oh, he's got to his man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Run the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now again.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time where you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama!
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. This time he's got his man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off the play fake on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Ivory. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Ivory.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. A roughing the passer penalty. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. It's Chavez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Auburn! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
To the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to power their way ahead.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to take off. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Hand off from the shotgun. Trucks through the defender. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, in a rivalry filled with... moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide.
Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here's the handoff. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Runs through a tackle. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Alabama quickly back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it. They'll try to get him on the fake. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the 1st down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. looking to fire. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
The give to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. The tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that moment.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all three phases of the game, they've been better.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopped.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's on target and complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Snap from the gun on third down. Working the middle, it's complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game.
Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown time! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Second down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle at Soto. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes a catch at the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Caught behind the line. It's Cruz. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he added the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Got the quick completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense around your football?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Took care of it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the catch. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Auburn offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that the pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Auburn lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the 1st down, now a decision to be made. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old deal down from victory formation. The latest edition of this in-state passion play